Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Wispin here, and welcome back to another video here on the Central Network. Today, we are going to talk a little bit about what exactly we're going to be doing with our new haunted tower that we built in the last video, and we're also going to be doing some other things here on the island that kind of go along with that because of what we're going to be using it for. It's going to free up some other space that we can use for some other things. But before we get into all of that, I want to go ahead and quickly say if you want to join me here on my server, the IP is pokecentral.org. All of the links that you need to download and install Pixelmon can be found in the description down below. If you need any support at all, we have a Discord server. It is a partnered server. We just hit over 20,000 members, which is absolutely insane. So there's pretty much always going to be someone there that can help you out. So definitely recommend joining there. Even if you already know how to install Pixelmon, it's still a really cool place. We do giveaways all the time. And then the last thing I want to say before we start this video is currently on the server there is a sale. It is ending tomorrow, which is Labor Day here in the US. I don't know if it's Labor Day anywhere else in the world, but it's 50% off. It ends tomorrow, so you guys only have a couple of days left in order to take advantage of that today and tomorrow. And if I'm uploading this pretty late in the day, you pretty much only got one day left. So just figured I'd go ahead and let you guys know about that. Of course, we'll have more sales in the future, so if you miss out, don't worry about it too much. But it does end tomorrow. So with that all aside, we built this haunted tower in the last video for the build contest that's here on the server. Of course, I'm not actually entering the build contest, so I wanted to use this build as something. And there were really two main suggestions that I got, and I think I'm leaning towards one. Okay, so the first one was use it as a ghost type gym, and while I really like that idea, I kind of feel like I'll probably never actually use it as a gym and battle other players. So instead of doing that, I think I'm going to actually move into the haunted tower. I'm going to live in the haunted tower. It'll be my house. We'll move out of the hole in the ground that we currently live in because right now things are a little rough down here. This is our entire house. It's like a 5x5 room. I think it's 5x5. And then we have this area down here that we never did anything with. So I think what we should do is take all of our stuff, try and move it over into the haunted tower so that we actually have a real place that we can live in, and then maybe transform this area finally into the Pokeball factory we were talking about. And I was thinking maybe kind of make it like a cool forge, lots of lava around, all the stuff automated. It could look really cool if we do it right. So that's the plan, and hopefully we can pull it off. We are also going to be opening it up to the outside world, and that way people will be able to come in here once it is complete. All right, so the first thing I want to do is grab some chests, grab some item frames. I also think we should probably put a door on the building just so that people don't come in, although people usually tend to get through doors. I would recommend don't come into my house. I might /kill you or something like that, and if it gets to be really annoying, I might just, ban you from the server. Okay, I probably won't ban you from the server, but please don't come in my house. You can fly up there and you can stare in through my windows and be creepy. That's fine. Just stay outside. All right, so let me go ahead and right now it's fine that he's inside because I haven't put out this video, and also I haven't even put a door on my house. All right, so /shop. Wow, he walked right out right when I said that. It's almost like he can hear me. It's kind of creepy. This tower really is haunted. Oh no. All right, so /shop, and let's grab a door if we can figure out where doors are. I think a spruce door will look the best. So let me go ahead. We'll put this on just like that. Actually, let me see. Does it look better the other way around? If we do this, then it kind of gives it, yeah, that looks cooler. So it gives it like the depth there with the door. So we'll open that up, we'll close that. Now no one can get into our house ever unless they use glitches. So please do not use glitches. All right, so I was thinking this could work really well as a storage room. Now I think like right here, even right here, yeah, okay. So that even opens up to the outside world. So we're not gonna have much space. That is one thing. This is a pretty small build. We also have through here a tiny little room, but that's really not going to be useful for much at all. There's just like no space in here, so I just closed it off because not really worth it. I did actually add an extension, which I guess I can show you. /fly. I went ahead and I actually added this little part onto the back. If you guys missed the actual video where I built this, you won't really know, but this entire part was just kind of flat. It was just a tower. So I added this little extension so we'd have a little bit more of an interior on the inside to work with, since there really wasn't that much space in here. And just having this little extra space, I know it doesn't look like a lot, but it makes a big difference going all the way out to there rather than right here. All right, so I cleaned up the interior a little bit in this room, and we have really high ceilings, but I kind of like that. So we could split this into 2 floors pretty easily, have like 3 block high ceilings, which is plenty of space. Actually, maybe even 4 block high. But I think we're going to leave it just like this, and we're going to stack up some chests. So I'm going to actually put chests all the way up this wall as far as I can reach, so probably right about here. So we'll have maybe even 5. Do you think I could reach 5? It's a bit high, but it'll kind of look cool, I think. So let's go ahead, put these all down like this, and we'll come into the room and we'll have our chest on either side. Actually, we need to fill this in. All right, so we do that, and then we put our chest here. And so when we come in, it's pretty tight. There's not much space in here. But we'll have another row of chests here, and we'll actually have a 3rd row in between, but I need to get trap chest for that, because Minecraft 1.12 does not let you put chests beside each other yet. 1.14, it does. 1.12, it does not. And unfortunately, Pixelmon is stuck on 1.12 and probably will be for a very long time. All right, so we have our chest here. Just imagine there's another row of chest here in the middle, and that should be more than enough space, I think. I don't think we need to put more chests. I was thinking about putting more chests up here, but I think I would rather use this space for some other stuff, like a PC, a crafting table, there are Pokemon falling from the ceiling. This place is really haunted. You guys are going to make this place feel actually haunted. I guess it's okay. So if we go into the shop, we can actually just throw away money by buying a PC, buying a healer, buying an ender chest. What else? Well, of course, we need a cauldron, an anvil. That would be nice. Maybe an armor stand, although I think people can take things off armor stands and other people's claims. So that's one thing to be really careful about. All right. And then if we go into... Can you not actually buy a crafting? Oh, it's right there. I'm just very blind. Okay. Got a crafting table, and I think I'll grab... Well, we already have chests. So let's see, how do we want to lay this out now? PC... Could do crafting table here with the ender chest on top of that. And then... No, that looks bad. I think this is going to break. Yep, of course, that's going to break. This is going to be a huge waste of money, because these things are $5,000 each, and I'm just going to waste so many of them. I don't really like how that looks either, though. But I think it's more to do with not liking the texture on the ender chest. I did update this at one point, and then somehow it didn't actually update. So I'm not sure how exactly that works. Basically, I made the ender chest look like a regular chest, but it was purple on top rather than the red. And I think that looks a lot better than this mess. All right, so we'll just plop that down there, and hopefully that works. Doesn't look the greatest. We could actually, now that I think about it, we'll put... Here, let's grab 3 of these, put in a shelf here, and then put in a few more chests up here that are just kind of like maybe valuable storage or something. And actually, are these blocks... All right, those blocks are right there. That's already... Well, we could probably... Because I kind of want these to be double chests, so I want them to be 2 back. And if we do that, then it kind of throws things off on the outside here. But if we just bump this all down, so we can put this back here, put that there, and then grab these stairs, and these here. All right. I think it looked a little bit better before when it was kind of split like right here, but that's fine. You know what? Sometimes you got to make sacrifices to walk inside of a giant Snorlax. All right. Okay, so I think this will work. This looks pretty cool. I added some logs up top just to add a little more detail to the inside of the room. And then we have our chests here. Now, I think we need to fill this in, maybe. That actually could be a good idea. Maybe actually even if we do it with the logs. Just like this. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work for now. I might change it later, but for now, that's fine. So there we go. We have our completed storage room, which I think is actually going to be very, very useful. We can still get into these top chests because these are just slabs. And then we have, I think, 3x5 on each, 15, 30 chests, 30 double chests of storage space, plus these 3, which I'm going to use for valuables, along with my ender chest. So I think we're probably good on space. Probably don't have to worry about that too much. And yeah, I actually really like how this ended up. All right, so I decided to actually go ahead and add a couple windows into the chest room just to kind of make it feel maybe a little bit bigger and also open it up slightly. I think it'll look nicer. I haven't actually seen what it looks like from the inside just yet, but I think that might be a little bit better. All right, so if we go inside, come in here. Yeah, you know, that's all right. The windows are a little bit high. I did that on purpose because of how it is on the outside. We're actually kind of sitting down a little bit just due to, like, if you go outside, they don't actually look like they're that high. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll leave them for now. I might revert that change. Not 100% sold on it. All right, so I went ahead and put item frames on all the chests, and the way that I'm actually going to do this is I'm going to keep all the stuff I use more often in these bottom 9, and then put the stuff that I'm not going to use as often in the top 2 rows, because they're a little bit harder to get to. Not really, but just a little bit. You have to look up, and that's a lot of effort. So we are going to actually keep things mainly in these bottom chests. So, for example, let's just grab a random chest here in no particular order, and we'll make this the wood chest, and that way we don't have to worry about all this stuff in our inventory. And I guess we'll probably need like a utilities chest, so that's probably fine there. We'll put trap chest, armor stand, anvil, item frames, all that stuff. And then I guess we need plants and leaves and things like that in this chest, flowers, all that stuff. And I don't think I need to even keep this. Sell hand. So we'll sell a lot of our extra stuff just so that we don't have the clutter, but we are going to have to move quite a bit over. Ooh, ores. That's actually a good, easy one to move over. So we'll grab that, and then we'll head on back. And I'm going to go ahead and just finish moving everything over into our new house. And then we'll go into actually talking about and working on the new Pokeball factory just a little bit, because I do want to actually finally get that done. All right, so I actually decided let's get rid of the healer. I use Poke-Heal pretty much all the time anyways. Speaking of which, if you want Poke-Heal, you can buy a rank for $5 over on the Poke Central store right now today, because there is a 50% off sale. I know I mentioned that earlier, but I figured, you know what? Why not? We'll plug it again, considering there is a 50% off sale, and that means you can get slash Poke-Heal for, I think, $5. It comes with the Pro rank, which is the lowest rank here on the server, and comes with a whole bunch of other perks as well, and it is definitely worth checking out. I think it is probably one of the most valuable. I'd also recommend Legend rank, just because you get access to flying, which I find to be pretty much completely necessary when playing this game at this point, because I've gotten so used to having it. All right, so what I actually wanted to replace that with was an armor stand for our Thunderstone armor. I think that looks a little bit better. That actually looks pretty cool. And then we have, of course, all of our held items and stuff, so let's just toss those into here. Okay, so we pretty much have everything moved over from the other base. There's still a couple chests, but mostly stuff that I want to leave over there because we're either going to sell it or just throw it away. But we have all of our TMs moved over, and they're split up by type, which I think is really nice. Now, you'll notice that there's only 15 chests here, so I did have to combine a couple. For example, I combined grass and bug. I think I may have... Actually, that might be the only one. I know there is some steel type TMs mixed in here with all of my normal types, but I'm not going to be able to ever find those. So for the most part, each one has its own chest, but there's a couple that are combined. And then over on this side, we have, I guess, Blue Scrolls. It wants to jump out at you because it's a renamed item. We have like a utility chest. We have all of our valuable held items, I guess. All of our regular held items. And then we have like consumable items, ores and different stuff. We don't really need to go through all of it, but pretty much everything is all sorted out in here, which I think is really nice. I don't know what we're going to do with this space here. Probably add some kind of staircase to get up to the top of the tower, but we have a lot of space to work with, even though the tower isn't that small, so we'll have to figure that out at a later date. But for now, I want to actually head on over to where our underground kind of cave is, which is right through this hill. And I was thinking maybe from right here we have an entrance down into like the furnace auto smelting factory with lava and all that kind of different stuff all around. Now, this doesn't necessarily lead straight to the main room. I think the main room is right behind here. But if we actually go into our spectator mode, you can see, yeah, the main room is right here. Down here is where our like gifting center is, and then back here is where our dugout is for the factory. But I think we're gonna just kind of scrap this whole thing, and we're gonna line it up right here in the center. So we are unfortunately going to be getting rid of our gifting little area here for the time. We might add it back at a later date, but for now we're gonna get rid of it. And it's going to be very difficult to build with all these people around. All right, so obviously this does not look all that great. I just wanted to get kind of the basics down, just to give a general idea of exactly what I was kind of envisioning. Basically, there's going to be kind of like a cave entrance into the side of this hill, and then on the inside of the hill is going to be the Pokeball factory. There will be lava all around, mine carts with hopper mine carts for the different factory to carry the Pokeball parts around and drop them off into different areas and all kinds of different stuff like that. Should be really cool once we get it done, but for now we're going to go ahead and leave it as is so that I can take a little bit of time to plan some things out and figure out exactly how I want to do it. I also want to probably come back at a time when there's not too many people here on my island. Unfortunately, I forgot to close my P-Warp, which means anybody can just warp here, which is totally fine. I don't mind people on my island. The only problem is when they're jumping up and down in front of me when I'm trying to build. It can be a little bit challenging to build in that situation. But that's totally fine. I don't mind it too much. It's just I can't build when that happens. But you know what? We're fine. So guys, after our last experience with opening up all those vote keys, we got all these different items in here, but I totally forgot to even close the vote key shop. So now we have all this, and then this, and then even this. We're getting actually close to another 10 chests full of these keys, which is kind of insane. And we still have over 10 mil. We have 11.3 million coins. So even after buying all these keys, we're still pretty rich. A lot of that actually we lost from buying a Marshadow for 2.5 million in the last video. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here that I actually need to move because I want it in my actual chests, but I also have a bunch of junk in my inventory, so this is going to make things kind of challenging. All right, so we actually have 6 Master Balls. I just found out because we had, I think, 4 from voting and 2 that we just already had. And earlier on in this series, I actually used, I think, a Park Ball, maybe. Which one was it? A Master Ball on the Suicune and a Park Ball on the Zapdos, which I actually got as gifts from other players. So in order to kind of give that back, I'm going to sell both of these Master Balls on the GTS for 1 coin. You know what? Let's just do it for 1 coin. Why not? GTS sell items. I think it's 1, just like that. 1, maybe 1. There we go. Okay. And there we go. We're just going to sell both those on the GTS for 1 coin, just to kind of make up for those gifts that we used earlier on in the series, which means we now are pretty much break even on that kind of stuff. We still have 4 Master Balls. Probably one of my favorite things in my old house was actually my trash can with the lava bucket. So I want to go ahead and try and get that back. I don't know if you can actually... All right, you can't get lava buckets from the shop. So I think we actually saw some lava down here, but I'm not entirely sure where it was. So we're just going to start digging around until we run into it. It might be up a little. I know there is lava somewhere here because I placed it a while ago, but I just don't know exactly where it is. So we're going to tear up this entire mountain until we find that lava. I need my trash can back. You know what? Here's an easier way to do it. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. All right, let me go right up here. We would have never found that, honestly. I would have been digging for weeks. All right, grab that and close it back up, and let's go on back over to our brand new house. Turn on fly. And so there's a lot of people breaking in. And so I'm not really sure the best place to put this, but I figure, you know what? We'll just do it right here for now. We actually have quite a bit of space. So if we put it down 2 blocks, we can actually make the trapdoor flush with the floor. So we put the lava here, and we put the trapdoor right here. And that way we can actually toss things in here. And then close it up, and then it's just flat floor. Now, actually, is there other trapdoors in this version of Minecraft? They might not come till later. I don't think they're in the game yet. I'm pretty sure they are in the newer versions, but I don't think they are in this version. And I actually don't even know how to craft a trapdoor, to be honest. But I think it's like... yeah, okay. So the other textures aren't in the game yet, unfortunately, because a spruce trapdoor could actually look pretty cool here. Alright guys, so I wanted to go ahead and quickly ask a question before this video ends, and it's basically just a pretty straightforward question. So, do you guys want tournaments back on the server? I know the majority of people are going to say yes, and if we do end up implementing them again, the plan is probably to do once a month per server. So there will be 5 tournaments every single month, 1 on each of the servers. We used to do it every single weekend, which was absolutely an insane amount of work and very difficult to manage with 5 servers. At the time, we only had 3 servers, and it was already difficult to manage. Now we have 5. It's pretty much going to be impossible for us to do it every single weekend on all 5, but I think once a month is probably doable. Could be fun, gives you some more time to prepare, and I just wanted to know what you guys think about that down in the comment section below. And of course, if you like the idea, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you are a part of our Discord community. It is linked down in the description. Discord is completely free. It is a partnered server with over 20,000 members, as I mentioned earlier on in this video. It's a really cool place to be. We have giveaways, we do polls for new features on the server. That's where I post all the server announcements. There's a lot of useful information over there and a lot of cool people, so I definitely recommend checking that out, joining, and helping us hit even higher milestones, because we just hit 20,000, but it would be really cool to have 30, 40, 50,000 people over in that Discord. With all that aside, we have moved into our brand new house, so there's so many people on my island, I can't really do much more with the Pokeball Factory today. I'm going to go ahead and end things here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.